Hi, I'm Rob Bernstein.
And I'm Marcia Eckert, and we're continuing to talk about autism and neurodivergence and thinking about issues for neurodivergent people. And today we're talking about sensory issues. It's pretty well known that people who are neurodivergent have sensitivities to sound, light, texture, smell, all kinds of things. But I don't think what people are aware of is what a sensory unfriendly environment we have systemically. In most places, it's really very difficult to sort of function if you have sensory sensitivity.
And probably most cultures, actually. And someone could be at a restaurant. You were talking about somebody and there's construction outside. Like, it's so what to the, neurotypical population. And it could be devastating for a person who has that kind of sensory sensitivity.
Right, and somebody who has sensory sensitivity is sometimes feels like they're being treated like a drama queen. Like, what is your problem? Why is it your problem? As opposed to being aware of, yeah, I can understand that it might not be that way for me, but it is for you. One example is noise, which we've been talking about. Another is fluorescent lights. I mean, those flickering lights, they bother a lot of people. Yet, for some reason, they're the norm in classroom. They're the norm in offices, and they're just so difficult. I think you said that you thought they might even create seizures for some people.
Right. And you were talking about research.
Right. There's research that shows that if you switch out the fluorescent lighting, if you soundproof the walls, if you put something on the bottom of chairs so the sound of scraping isn't so great, autistic kids score better in school.
And it wouldn't hurt everybody else.
Yeah, and it wouldn't hurt anybody else to have the environment be a little less harsh and a little quieter. And odors are another one where there are accommodations on the Americans for Disabilities Act for adults, but actually not that much for kids in schools. And adults often are, hesitant to ask or don't get taken seriously.
Yeah, hesitant to ask. That's a very big deal, to be embarrassed, to feel you're on. I feel awkward asking to put the music down in a restaurant. I'll say it when I'm the only one there. I'll say. So it's let me give you one example of a client of mine who wears a shirt like a size or two larger, and he just cannot wear a shirt with a collar. He just can't. He'll have to, and he lost 2 jobs because of it. Someone had a dress code, and I wish he had somebody like myself or somebody else to advocate for him, because him advocating for himself just didn't work. It was a dress code and that was it.
So we basically have 3 points. The first one is for people who are neurodivergent or who have sensory sensitivities to advocate for themselves, to feel okay speaking up. The second is for people to listen to them and not say, oh, you're exaggerating, you want everyone to pay attention to you, whatever, but to take it seriously. If someone says it's too bright, it's too loud, it's too smelly, take them seriously. And the third is just systemically, when we're building things, when we're creating things, let's be a little bit more mindful. We talk about mindfulness. Well, let's be mindful of the sensory environment and try to create one that's more friendly for more people. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.